everybody, my name is Wesley.
And I'm David.
And this week is a little different. So we're looking at this gorgeous, this one in specific, modded out custom gaming PC built for our friend Inkribbon. For those of you unfamiliar with Inkribbon, he is a YouTuber that focuses specifically on one of my personal favorite series, and Joe, one of his personal favorite series, and that is Resident Evil. So be sure to check out his channel for any and all Resident Evil reviews, guides, walkthrough, fun facts. His top 10s are awesome. That's actually how I ended up finding him a long time ago. But his content's awesome, so we highly recommend going checking it out. We'll go ahead and throw all that information down below. He requested a clean white laboratory that looks reminiscent of the labs where the T-virus was created. Or around here, maybe my hand is in the right area. That should be very familiar to anybody who has seen the Resident Evil movies or has played any of the games, which should be all of you. If you haven't, go do it, for the love of God, please. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and let David talk a little bit about, you know, what is so special about this build on the technical aspect.
So obviously this PC is beautiful, but it's also very fast. MSI Z790 motherboard, 13900K, RTX 4090, 128 gigs of RAM. It's a beast. Also has some other features, has lots of M.2 storage. We also have a vertically mounted capture card in the back behind the graphics card. So Kai's gonna love using that.
So this PC features custom water cooling with UV tinted water and an inlay LED screen for temps, which required some case modding. So if anybody knows Zach, and quite a few of you do, he modded the absolute heck out of this thing, especially the UV LED to really make the liquid pop. And it's got quite a few awesome decals up here. So there's one right here. So you'll see them in like the B-roll. There's obviously Inkribbon's actual name over there, and I believe there's a couple other, I can't see them, you know, short. But honestly, looking at this PC, like, as a Resident Evil fan, I know that I know Kai's gonna be really excited to get his hands on this. We can't wait for him to get his hands on this. But honestly, Zach did a great job. The decals, all that good stuff. So when we did meet with him a couple months ago, it was a good 3-hour conversation about his vision and then our visions, and then just making that collaboration happen and coming to that happy medium. But I have David here to really break down the actual hardware and technical aspect of it that went into it, because he was alongside Zach quite a bit through this. So David, go ahead and take it away. You know, what did Zach do besides, you know, like the LED screen and the things that we can obviously see, but what did he do to really just add that extra love and care and attention to detail in this bad boy?
Yeah, so the case is extensively modified. This case doesn't normally support vertically mounted GPUs. We had to modify for that, which included modifying for the pass-throughs, for the cords. We had to cut the top PSU shroud in order to get the screen mounted behind it. Reservoir was needed to be done, mounted there. That's not a normal mount. The tubes are UV blue tubes, which are very hard to source. The coolant is also UV reactive. We've modified the UV LED strips to better cover the inside of the computer. Case is painted when we needed to paint for the cuts in it, and it's just a lot of work.
And the laboratory aspect of it is, it is very notorious in the series, but you know, a lot of people hear Resident Evil and they think, oh, zombies, oh, the Arclay, you know, the Arclay Mountain Mansion, and you know, because the laboratory aspect of it is really towards the end of the games. In the movies, in the first movie, it was very laboratory heavy right at the beginning, obviously, with the origins of the T-virus getting out and all that good stuff. But this is a really beautiful representation of where it all really started. Now, I mean, if you play the newer games, it does go way back farther, but for, you know, in pop culture, really where it did start is in the laboratory. And I mean, Zach knocked it out of the park with just with the colors. You know, looking at it in person, it is, I mean, this is something you would really see in a laboratory, just with how clean it is. So, you know, Zach, when you see this later, you did an awesome job. And as always, he knows us, keep up the great work. Now, we didn't just plan one themed build with Kai. We actually planned 2 others, hence the other 2 PCs here. So this one here, all right, you should know like what this you know, resembles, and that is your healing method in the games, the green herb. Or in the later games, your little green, you know, your arm falls off and you throw some juice on there and just magically reconnects. It's crazy. But I digress on that. And then to the right, you know, the actual, you know, is more umbrella and the zombie aspect of it with the awesome blood splatter on there. I gotta give credit to Kai as well, because this man came prepared. So he's like, all right guys, like themes, this is what I want to go for. And honestly, it made our jobs significantly easier because he came prepared, he came with visions, and like I said earlier, you know, we you know, collided our visions, and this is what you got. And as a big fan of the series, it's really cool to see this stuff. It's really cool to get to talk to somebody that has, you know, enjoys a series like I do, and Joe, and other members around the office, and bring something like this to light. So with all that, you know, loving of Resident Evil and gushing over a franchise like that out of the way, let's go ahead and break down the names of these bad boys. So obviously this one is gonna be the Green Herb PC. This is Kai's special laboratory PC, but you know, in reality, it's the lab PC. And this one right here is going to be the Outbreak PC. So these PCs right here come pre-selected with components that make sure you get the correct aesthetic, but allow you to choose your own processor and graphics. These 2 PCs are going to be available to purchase, and you can configure certain parts. So there are going to be certain things like the case, and you know, anything that really goes with the actual theme of the build, you will not be able to change. Now, this bad boy right here is a one of a kind. But you know, as always, if you reach out to the sales team, you know, Zach is, I feel him wherever he is, like beaming through my skull, like, don't you dare say it. But you know, we can, you know, make something not exactly like this, but you know, as close as we can. This one right here, this is a one of a kind. But these 2 bad boys, you should definitely go check them out. If you're a big fan of the series, you know, represent. All right, everybody, thank you again for tuning into this week's special AVARigs. So like I said, these 2 PCs right here are going to be available to configure and go ahead and buy. This one again is a one of a kind, so you will not be able to, unfortunately, obtain it. But you know, if you want to reach out to the sales team, we can get you something close in scope, but again, it will not be the actual thing. So all that information for this video is going to be down below. Can't wait for him to get his hands on this thing if he hasn't already, depending on when this comes out. Kai, hope you like it. We put a lot of thought into this and a lot of heart and soul. So again, my name is Wesley.
And I'm David.
And until next time.
If you like the PC in the video, be sure to contact our sales team by emailing sales@aviadrock.com or head to the website by clicking the link within the description below. You can choose from many pre-built options, gaming or workstation based, or use the configurator to build the PC of your dreams. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so you can be notified of future content, and give the video a like in support of our channel. You can follow the variety of our social media channels by visiting aviadirect.com/community. And you can also join our Discord if you wish to engage in discussions related to custom-built PCs.